I'm unsure how to start this here, so let's go back a few years. In 2020, I streamed a lot of Tetris 99, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I also streamed some rando. At some point, I got affiliate on Twitch and activated it. Why? Because of the channel points. I had different ideas for the channel points, but just like back then, I can't really realize them. Already back then, I wasn't interested in the money that I could get from streaming. But activating affiliate also means that other people can subscribe to me, and this means they pay money. It happened a few times in 2020 that people subscribed to me on Twitch, and they never really said thank you. I joked, and said that they could use the money in a better way, buying a pizza for example. I got paid once by Twitch back then, and I mostly gave this money back. I boosted the rando server so that we can get level 3 for the upload limit, and I also subscribed to specific people on Twitch. Back then my free talking English wasn't that great. Writing in chat was good enough, but talking in English was mostly too hard for me. It happened that I got raided by English talking people, and every time this wasn't great. Not just because they all left my stream after a few minutes, but also because when they wrote in my chat, and by this I mean writing in English, it was hard for me to talk in English. Because of this, I disabled raids, but Twitch was so great back then, they simply enabled it here and there, and then I got raided, and it didn't make me happy. It was simply bad. I disabled it because of reasons, and Twitch simply enabled it. For a long time before every stream, I had to check if Twitch changed it back, and when they enabled it, I had to disable it again. Because I felt like shit back then, I also stopped talking during my streams at the end of 2020. In 2021 and 2022, I streamed some rando. I didn't talk during these streams. I only wrote in chat. At that time, my English was better, but I still didn't felt like talking. Mostly when people follow me on Twitch, I don't say thank you for following. Instead, I nearly always say, I hope following me was worth it. At some point in 2022, I streamed rando, and at some point while playing, I got 2 followers, Pixel Shake and the other section. And then section gifted a sub to Pixel. I said thanks, and shortly after I said, I'm unsure what to say. And I meant this in both, a joking way, but also a serious way. And shortly after, Puffles also followed me. They wrote a bit about me, glitches and my YouTube channel, and then Pixel gifted a sub to section, and I said, too many subs. At that time we had money problems, but I still didn't want anyone to give me their money. A bit later, Pixel wrote about dinner time, and I said that I often couldn't have both, so I had to decide between breakfast or dinner. Then Pixel asked me about having something for donations, and I said it's not worth it. Then I showed that I also mentioned it on my Twitch profile. Do not subscribe and do not rate me. There are better streamers you should support. One important thing here is, these two things are not directly connected. And then I said that I don't even want subs. And Pixel said, I just like helping when I can. World is shit, so I try to help when and where I can. And that's the thing. It's not just about that you are helping. It's also about how you are helping. And subscribing to me on Twitch, or in other words, giving me your money in this way, doesn't make anything better. Not back then and not today. It's not changing the shit in this world. Not the shit that's here around me, and not the shit that's far away from me. Pixel also said that my content has helped him grow, and his community grow. That sounds great. But then he said that I'm a better content creator than I think. And that's the thing. It's not just about that I'm a content creator. It's more about why I'm doing it and why I'm doing it in this way. Let's talk about my YouTube. I upload videos for free and people can watch my videos for free. I'm not doing it for money. I do everything for free on purpose. There's no place for money. I will also never be able to earn money with my YouTube videos. And then there's also the question, why should I even earn money like that? I have no reason to earn money like that. Not in this way. And when we look at my Twitch, there were times where I streamed a lot, but then there were times where I didn't stream for multiple weeks or months. Then there's also the fact that I didn't talk for a few years. Is this something that a good content creator should do? I would say no, but it also doesn't matter because I'm not doing it for money. Everything that I do, doesn't matter if it's my YouTube or my Twitch, I do everything for free on purpose. There's no place for money. Not like this, not in this way. 2 years ago or so I lost my affiliate, but did I really lost anything? I don't care about the money, so the only things that I lost were custom emotes and the channel points. But that's the thing. I don't have custom emotes, and there's nearly nothing that you can do with the channel points on my Twitch. Besides the fact that you wouldn't see any ads during my streams, you get nothing from subscribing to me. You only lose money. Earlier in this year when I streamed Mario Kart, I activated affiliate again. Why? Because of the channel points. There's still nothing that you can do with it, but it still shows how much you watch my streams. In one of my Mario Kart streams, someone asked if this means that they can subscribe and send bits now, and I said yes, but don't do that. You're not supporting me with this. It's just a waste of money. A few days ago I streamed some rando and someone subscribed to me. This was my reaction. Bin wohl ein Fool, so wie es aussieht. Oh nein. Nur wenn man bei mir subscriben kann. Heißt das nicht, dass man es auch soll. Steht bei mir auch auf dem Kanal, auf Englisch. Am besten nicht hier subscriben. Ich wollte Affiliate damals hauptsächlich wegen den Kanalpunkten, aber kann die Ideen, die ich damit habe, nicht umsetzen. Die Frage ist, ob man neue will. Ich will nicht unbedingt neue Subscriber haben. Follower ist okay, aber Subscriber ist was anderes. Da geht's ums Geld. They also said, maybe they have the number 1 badge in case I will get famous someday. I can only see this in a joking way. I don't want to get famous. I don't want to have hundreds of viewers doing my streams. That's not my goal. I'm not aiming for that. I have not planned to live from streaming and making videos. And I also don't want to live from that. Why should I? Just because other people are doing it? What about me? What about what I like? What about what I want? What about what I need? What about what we need? Do you really need to give other people your money? I don't want people to give me their money in this way. It's not what I want, it's not what I need. Mostly when I stream a game on Twitch, I check the game to see who else is streaming it. Maybe I know someone, maybe I don't. But when I check it and see someone I know, then I also say it. Pixel Shake is streaming rando. Max Plays Games Badly is streaming rando. 2 days ago or so, I just started my rando stream and I saw that the other section streamed rando. And then I saw this here. Go to Pushy's channel. I don't know if section tried to rate me and saw that it didn't work. But one really good thing about this was, only section and one other person appeared in my viewer list. And then just like always, they left after a few minutes. And that's completely fine for me. I don't need to talk about why I'm uploading videos or why I'm streaming. The only thing I need to say here is that money is not a part of it. There's no place for money when it comes to my YouTube and Twitch. If you really want to support me doing my streams, then the best thing that you can do is write something in chat. Maybe I can answer questions. Maybe you can answer my questions. Maybe you can make a clip. Maybe we can talk about this and that. Simply having a good time together. I really don't want you to waste your money on someone like me. Every video could be my last one. Every stream could be my last one. I don't want you to waste your money. If you have so much money that you can throw it away like that, then give it to people who need it. I don't want your money and I don't need your money. Every time people talked about giving me money to support me, every time I saw people subscribing to me on Twitch, every time I feel like I should stop streaming and that I should cancel my affiliate, I don't want money to be a part of it, and I don't need money to be a part of it. It only kills my motivation even more. Everything that I do here is for free. Doesn't matter if it's about making videos or streaming. I do it for free. And if I get to the point where money is something that I need to continue, then I still don't want your money. Either I can find a way to make it work and continue, or I will land on the streets and die. It's simple.